Hey everybody, I'm Nick.
Hi, I'm Ron.
And it's National Cheese Day on Thursday, June 4th. It's National Cheese Day every June 4th. And on Cheese Day, everybody's a cheesemaker, right Ron?
That's right. Everybody can be a home cheesemaker to celebrate National Cheese Day.
So we're going to show you how to make ricotta cheese at home to celebrate. Great project with the kids. Great project just if you like cheese. And then you can have that. We're going to show you a little treat. And we're going to get started, right Ron?
That's right. That's right. And if you've ever thought about, making cheese at home or been curious about making cheese at home, ricotta is a great cheese to start with. Real simple, and 2 ingredients, milk and just regular white vinegar. Milk, if you're choosing your milk, I picked mine up this morning at the local Piggly Wiggly.
Shout out to the pig.
But any place selling whole milk is good. I choose whole milk because we'll get a little more yield, maybe a little better flavor out of whole milk. But feel free to use 2% or other milks as well.
Is it ricotta or ricotta?
Tomato.
Fair enough.
I grew up with it being ricotta. As I have met and engaged with more chefs, I hear the word ricotta more often.
So if you're a chef, it's ricotta. If you're a normal person, it's ricotta.
Feel free to use any volume of milk. I'm doing a gallon of milk because, that's how it's packaged. Gallon of milk in just a clean kettle. And then on your stovetop, you turn your range on. I'm putting this on high because we're going to heat this milk from cold up to about 180 degrees. I put it on high because I'm going to be here taking care of the milk, paying attention to it, actually stirring it quite frequently. If I were in my kitchen making ricotta while I'm also cooking or cleaning, I would put it on low and stir it every couple minutes. But today we'll put it on high and stir it more frequently. So there's no rush. You can make ricotta at your own pace. The goal is, the objective here is that you don't scald the milk. You don't want any milk burnt on the bottom of your kettle or anything, because that flavor will just carry into your cheese and it won't be nearly as good.
That sounds gross.
Yeah, however you heat it, just stir frequent enough so you don't scald or burn your milk.
Okay, so we're going to stir until this gets to 180 degrees, and we'll be back with the next step. So the milk's 180 degrees. We've been stirring. Ron, can you recap this recipe for us, please?
Yes. Recipe, first ingredients is we started with a gallon of milk and regular white vinegar. 7 tablespoons of white vinegar is what we'll be using. So milk, white vinegar, 1 gallon of milk, 7 tablespoons of white vinegar for making homemade ricotta. And then equipment is simply your stovetop, a kettle, and then we're using a colander and any bowl or receptacle to catch the drainings, and it's actually weight. And I guess we have a slotted spoon and we have a thermometer to check the temperature because we're taking a gallon of milk, heating it up to 180 degrees without scalding or burning the milk. That's why it makes it stirring.
Diligently.
And when we hit 180 degrees, we're going to shut off our range here. We're going to pour the vinegar in, and you'll see we'll give it a gentle stir, and then we'll let it sit still. We're going to let it sit still for a few minutes while all the proteins in the milk start to attract to each other, essentially a coagulation and clump together. And after a few minutes of letting it sit still, we'll see ricotta floating at the top of our kettle here, and we will ladle that out into our strainer.
Sounds like a lot of science, but sounds like just cheese magic happens.
Yes, cheese magic. It's all about the proteins in the milk. Changing.
We're at 180.
180. Let's do as we said. We'll shut our range off. If our milk gets a little hotter, that is just fine. If it gets to 185, 90, no problem at all. 7 tablespoons of white vinegar. Nick, will you give that a gentle stir, maybe a kind of up and down? And
oh wow, it's already coagulating. Bridget, get closer to this.
All right, I'm going to ask you to stop stirring. Stop the milk.
Stop the milk.
We want that to gently now sit still.
Gently. Are we done with the slotted spoon for now?
Here, right here. Yes,
Thank you, Ron.
We are.
Wow. This is cheese magic. Cheese magic. Ron, we should call you Cheese Magic. That should be your nickname.
Cheese Magic? That's my next label.
I'm going to change your name in my phone to Cheese Magic. This is really cool. So how long do we let this sit?
A few minutes. Depends
So
on how
like
long.
3, 4, a couple is 2, right?
Right.
Okay, so like 3 minutes.
Yeah, 3 minutes. If you're more patient making this at home, it doesn't matter if it's 5 or 8 minutes or even 10 minutes. All Nick and I are doing here is we're kind of
I'm not doing anything, Ron's doing it.
pushing the curd towards the center of the kettle, looking at the whey on the outside. The whey should be relatively translucent. If it's
What
still
is whey?
oh, whey is the liquid portion of the milk. So we split the milk into the proteins that coagulated together for the cheese, for the ricotta, and then the whey is the liquid portion that remains. It's kind of a byproduct of cheese making.
Is there anything you can do with the whey?
Well, a lot of people are familiar with whey protein.
Yes?
So out of this whey, facilities can dry down this whey and get whey powder and whey
Oh, wow.
protein out of it, and
That's
different
cool.
food ingredients and so forth. Anyway, the correct thing to do here would be just to walk away and let
All right.
it sit still.
Let us walk away.
Okay. Okay, so what we're picking up here is
Ron, how do we know this is ready?
Oh, how do we
looks
know it's
like-
ready?
Ron, this looks like the grossest thing I've ever seen, but you're telling me it's ready. How do we know?
well, it's been sitting here several minutes, like we talked about, probably about 5 minutes, and you know it's ready. Kind of like we talked earlier, that whey around it is relatively clear, translucent, and the cheese is clumped together in the center. We give it a few minutes so that cheese is more sturdy. So when we start to ladle it out now, it doesn't fall apart and we don't lose all our cheese.
Ooh, look at
So we're
that.
gonna ladle
That
the
looks like ricotta.
into our colander here.
Oh, it's not that fancy. It's ricotta. If we used organic whole milk, it'd be ricotta.
Could be.
Fancier.
And actually, ricotta is typically made out of whey after you make a typical cheese, maybe like cheddar.
Really?
And we're using whole milk here because that's what we can, that's what we have available. But it'll actually make more cheese, a better tasting cheese, like richer, more butter fat in it, and so forth. And it actually, technically, I think it goes by Ricotone when it's made with milk, rather than rather than when it's made with cheese whey. So, but let's
Cheese
call
magic, dropping the cheese fast.
let's call this homemade ricotta.
I love this. This is awesome.
All right, there's more in the kettle. I recommend ladling that out, getting it in your colander, and then we're gonna let this sit still for a while again and let it drain until it has the consistency we want. Like if we're gonna make lasagna with it, you might want to dry ricotta so you don't end up with a wet lasagna and so forth.
I hate a wet lasagna.
Yeah, me too. But if we're gonna spread it and make fresh snacks with it, like we have set up in front of us, treats and sweets and so forth, we might want to leave it at a higher moisture. So basically, we'll let it drain a couple minutes, see if we like the consistency we have for spreading it on a cracker and enjoying fresh ricotta with fruits and honey and
Yeah, so let's talk about these snacks that we have set up here. What are the snacks?
yeah, these are great snacks for adults like us or children if they've helped you in the kitchen. Snacks. We have our Nilla wafers or graham crackers as kind of the substrate.
Okay.
If I had a knife or spoon, I'd spread some ricotta on one of these, decorate it with a berry of my choice, maybe drizzle a little bit of honey, maybe not cinnamon if you want to throw a dash of cinnamon at it, and end up with a fresh ricotta, kind of high protein packed snack. This will be interesting having it warm. We'll
Warm?
see
Ooh, I like
how
it.
we like it.
It's kind of like a s'more almost.
Yeah. All right, we got that. We got, let's put a berry on here. Let's drizzle some honey if I had a drizzler.
Hmm.
Should we try this?
Let's try this.
So we see
I'm gonna
what
make.
drizzle.
I'm gonna do a vanilla wafer though. 'Cause this is my favorite. Oh,
That will
nicely
be
done.
ample honey.
Look at that.
There we go. Dash of cinnamon.
Oh my
and,
goodness.
and I got a mask on. What do I do? We display it. This is beautiful. I bet this tastes delicious. And we'll know really soon.
So vanilla wafer, blueberry, touch of cinnamon. Oh, also looks beautiful. I'm just gonna jump film eating this. Oh, that's delicious. It's very
good.
flavorful.
Mm-hmm.
It is like a s'more, but better. More flavorful marshmallow. You okay there?
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm getting recombobulated here.
It's like the Milwaukee airport, your
Yes.
recombobulation area.
Yeah. That was really, really good.
It was really
I
good.
actually recommend the warm ricotta with the cold fruit and the honey and the.
It's a nice, yeah.
I am going to repeat what I just did because that was delicious, and I'm going to try some other things with vanilla wafers too.
All right, while you're doing that, I'm going to pitch your products. For National Cheese Day, do this, but also get some real cheese. Ron makes a lot of really great cheeses. He has a very good Gouda. It's a very Gouda, as we always say. We have black pepper cheddar. This is my favorite of the flavors.
One of my favorite, yes.
We have bacon cheddar, which is a collaboration between Hill Valley Dairy and Lakeshore Country Meats. All of the good things. We have whiskey cheddar, which is a collaboration between Great Northern Distilling and Hill Valley Dairy. And then very limited, very good Meltline style. This is the quintessential snack of cheese. So for Cheese Day, eat some cheese. We always recommend Hill Valley Dairy, but lots of great Wisconsin cheeses. Don't get that stuff from Vermont. Go stay Wisconsin, support local, and we'll have the recipe up for this. So thanks for watching, guys.
Yeah. Thanks for watching.
Happy Cheese Day. Happy Cheese Month.